everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fago here. Today, I'm going to do a Q and an A. So, I asked you guys on Twitter if you'd give me some answers to some questions in a very interesting way, because I thought, why not make the tweet a little fun, you know what? And I also asked the same of you guys on the community tab on YouTube. So, without further ado, before we get into it, I would like to say if you'd like to support me, support the channel, there is a Patreon in the description. And also that, a lot of YouTubers have pointed this out, but I thought I'd go ahead and do it. So, a lot of you are not subscribed to the channel, yet you watch the channel. So if you hit that subscribe button, there you go. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, so without further ado, and also like I said, before we begin getting into the questions, again, one more thing before we get into it, is that if you guys have any more questions, I will answer them in another video if I get enough questions. So, in the comments below this video, write your questions. Okay, that's enough singing, let's get into them. Okay, so the first question we have at the top of the list of questions on Twitter would be from Exceed Alex, and he says, why? Nande? Doshite? Whichever Japanese word it is, I forget now, but why? Why not? And the next one is Spider Soup, I assume is how you pronounce that. I have no idea. But they say, are you on a hist with your Persona 5 Royal playthrough or something? Well, if you pay attention to the channel, you notice that I just uploaded one yesterday. So no, I'm not on a hist with my Let's Plays. Sometimes I just don't feel like editing them. And I want to take a break and just kind of be lazy. Yeah, this kind of thing. I'm not a daily uploader really that much, so just saying. I try to daily upload, I really try, but sometimes I just really don't feel like editing. I'm just like, nah, it's fine, a few days, whatever won't kill me, it's fine. I'm not getting paid for this anyway, so I mean, even if I was getting paid, you know, I'd do my own thing, you know, I'd just be like, if I didn't feel like editing that day or that night, that evening, whenever, I'd be like, one day won't kill me, a few days won't kill me not to upload. And the next question we have is from Leanne, and she says, bro, that's so cool. When will you be making it? Why, Leanne? Why? Anyway, so, alright, the next question we have is from Veridan, and he says, I can ask anything. And actually, I replied to this, and I said, yes. He said, alright, thanks for answering. And the last Twitter reply that we have today is from King Denbu. I assume that's how you say that. It looks like how you'd say it. So, and they say, top 3 male and female servants from Fate. Top 3 male and female servants from Fate. That's a hard one, but if I had to go with male, Gil. Now, if we're just going off like not stats or like any of that, just characters I enjoy, Gil, Ku, Arjuna Alter. That's just the first 3 that came off the top of my head, okay? If we were going off designs and looks, and I don't really know much about Arjuna Alter's personality, but I'm assuming how it might be, but I would say them, so yeah. And then for females, it's like, I like so many of them. Okita, Melt, and Tamamo. There you go. Kiyohime too. You know, I like so many of them. It's hard to pick a top. I mean, I don't know. These are my top favorites. It's just what came out of my brain at the moment because I'm just like, them. Yeah, I love them. And then later on when I finish and edit this video, I'll probably think of other ones I should have said. I should have said that sermon. I should have said that one. You know, but that's what came out of my brain. So there you go. And now we move on to the community tab on YouTube, which I think got more questions than the Twitter replies, I think. So that's interesting. But the first one is from Presato Pound. I'm assuming that's how that's said. I have no idea. But they asked, hi, I just found your channel recently from your 3 Houses Let's Play. Oh, that thing that I'll never continue because it got, I don't know, I feel like people stopped caring, so I kind of stopped caring as well when it came to the Let's Play. I still haven't finished 3 Houses, by the way. I also really want to watch your playthrough of P5R once I get to play for myself. Anyways, as of now, what's your favorite game? My favorite game? Well, as of right now, it would probably be Persona 5 Royal, because it's really the only game I'm playing right now as of current, you know? But if you ask me what my favorite game of all time is, that's Persona 3, and there's major reasons why that is. Atlas, where the heck is my Persona 3 HD remake? The next question we have here is from Mage Nightblazer. Alright, let's see what you have to say. You say, or ask I should say. My question is, what is the story behind your name? Okay, well, looks like there is a little bit more here. Yeah, there's a little bit more to his question, so, or theirs. So, let me address my name. So, if you're talking about my YouTube name, I'm assuming that's what you mean. Long time ago, when I made a Tumblr, which I still have, by the way, I named it Otaku Fangirl, whatever, I forget the exact name it is now, but you can probably find it somewhere, but, I made that a long time ago, and then, when I decided to make a YouTube channel, I said, well, what do I call myself? And I said, the Otaku Fangirl, and that's just kind of how it happened. There's not really any deep lore to it or some deep convoluting story. It's just kind of like, yeah, there it is. That's my YouTube name. Bam. Also, if you want to know my real name, it's Sarah, by the way, without an H. Remember that. Alright, and the rest of their stuff says, and are there any mythical, historical literature figures or other characters from the Fate series that you would like to see become a server in FGO? You know, I don't have anyone that I'd really want to exist in the world of FGO just because I've never really, like, thought about it. Like, I don't know. I just, that's something I've never really thought about. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I mean, if you're talking, like, crossovers from other, like, stuff that exist, low-key kind of want Vocaloid. Now, there's no way that's gonna happen. Ever. Never in the history of forever will there be a Vocaloid crossover with Fate Go. But boy or girl can dream. Or, you know, the Persona series. Like, y'all know Grand Blue Fantasy. I've played it once. Wasn't that big of a fan, but when I did play it, the Code Geass event was going on, and Lelouch is a thing you could have in that game, and I'm like, yeah, FGO will never do something like this. Ever. The closest we've got to something like that is, well, like the virtual YouTuber looking girl. Like, she's not really a virtual YouTuber, but she basically is. I think that's the closest we're ever gonna get to something like that in FGO. Alright, the next question is from Sammy Mike, and they say, are you going to continue Persona 5 R series until the end of the game? Yes. I know you probably say that because I probably didn't continue my Three Houses Let's Play, so you're worried that I'm not going to, but don't worry. I'm sticking through. I'm sticking with it. I'm not gonna give up. I will not give up. Never give up. And the next question we have is from Not Me Please. Okay, and their picture is Doge. That's interesting, but anyway. They ask, dost thou prefer Buster, Quick, or Arts Meta? Since I see you mostly use double Merlins or double meme lens. That should answer your question. I'm a Buster kind of gal. Now granted, when Scotty comes around, I'm gonna love using my NP2 Dantes, but mostly I am a Buster gal, okay? Like, if you know me, if you've heard me talk in some videos, you know the fact that right now I'm planning for Arjuna Altar because gosh, beautiful, just chef's kiss. Just he's gorgeous. He's everything I want in a servant. He's hot, he's AoE, he's Buster focused, like, take me now. The next question we have is from Super Saiyajin Vegeta, and they ask, so tell us, how do you really feel about Kotomine Kirei? How do I feel about Kotomine Kirei, you ask? If I could yeet him off into a volcano, I would. Does that answer your question? The next question we have is from Potato Lord, okay. Is there any servant you want to see the animation updated? And is there any period or place that you, okay, there's two parts to this question. Let's answer the first part. Okay, any servants I'd want, Ku! Oh my god, give Ku some animation updates, please, for the love of God. I mean, I love his animations now, but like, Ku Alter, like, give him, like, please, God. Like, fuck yeah, I would be so down for both of those to happen. Like, that's the first thing that came to my mind was Lancer Ku and Ku Alter. Like, fuck yeah, if they, like, I mean, their animations are great, don't get me wrong, but if they updated them, just imagine, okay? My brain is like, and the next part of their question is there any period or place that you would love to have turned to a singularity in FGO? A period or place? Honestly, I have no freaking idea because, I don't know where FGO has explored too much when it comes to the Lost Belts. I know a little bit, but I don't know a lot, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea where, I got no idea. That's all I can say. And then the last part of the question is, finally, do you get a lot of FGO related questions? I haven't done a Q&A in a long ass time, so. No. All right, the next one we have is from Cameron Cleach, and they say, favorite song from Persona 5? It's hard now because we have Persona 5R, and I technically haven't heard all of the songs from Persona 5R, I'm pretty sure, but Colors Flying High is really, really good, but I gotta go with the OG battle theme. That just ever so slightly still beats it. Like Colors Flying High, when it plays in the battle, I'm like, yeah, this is great and all, I love listening to it, but it's just not the same, you know what I mean? You know, yeah. Worst, best experiences at a con. Oh, that's a loaded question. All right, let's go. Best experience at a con. Well, the one that comes to mind, two come to mind actually. One was when I was sitting in line for, I think it was a Matthew Mercer signing, and I was sitting with someone, we were just talking, and then they're like, hey, are you that person from YouTube who reviews, what's it called? Show My Rock. And I was like, yes. They're like, oh, we watched your videos. And I'm like, and it was just kind of a nice little like, oh, people watch my videos moment, you know what I mean? But worst experiences at a con? Well, it's that same day actually, is that right when I got up to getting the actual real line, because like there's the queue, and there's the queue that's outside the queue, you know what I mean? For the line, for the autograph signing. And the moment I get up there, the lady says, oh, no, we're cutting the line here. And I'm like, are you fucking joking? And so immediately after that, it was the last day of the con, by the way, it was a Sunday, and I was just about to leave in like an hour or two, and I said, okay, fine, I'm mad, I'm gonna go mad buy, so with the rest of my money, and, because I was going to spend it on like buying prints or whatever Matthew Mercer might have on his table, I don't know, and so I literally went to the dealer's room, because it was in the dealer's room as well, and I've been looking at these Rem and Ram figures from ReZero for a while, the whole weekend basically, and they were still there, by the way, and so I was like, I'm gonna buy them, I'm angry, I'm gonna mad buy, and I'm gonna leave because I'm so mad. So that's one of my worst experiences at a con. There's plenty more, there's plenty more stories I could tell about cons, man. I could sit here for 2 hours, even more than 2 hours, and tell you con stories, but those are the two that come to mind at the current moment. The next part of the question says, if you could have any game series adapted into an anime, which game? Why would it be good? Ooh. I mean, technically we already have, never mind, I changed my mind. I was gonna say that, but okay. I want an anime of Tales of Xillia 2. Now that's a weird thing to say because you have to know what Tales of Xillia 1 is about, but I like Tales of Xillia 2 better, so I want to see that anime. It's so bad. I love the story of that game, mostly because I really love Ludger von Kresnik, but that game is like, that's one of my favorite Tales games, to be honest. That and Tales of Berseria. We're never gonna get Tales of Berseria anime though, because we have Tales of Zestiria anime, but anyway. But if they ever, they will never probably animate a Tales game ever again, except for I don't know if they ever just decide to, but I highly doubt it. But if they did, I would like Tales of Xillia 2. Favorite film from this year? That's an interesting question. Other than the past 12 months, okay. I'm trying to think of all the movies I've watched recently. The most recent movie I've watched when it comes to I don't watch a lot of normal movies, if that makes any sense. I just kind of watch anime movies whenever they happen. But if we're talking about anime movies, the most recent anime movie I've watched is Mirai, which was a pretty good movie. It's on Netflix, by the way. But I give it about a 7 I think I gave it a 7 out of 10 when I posted on Twitter about it, because I would highly suggest that you watch that with your family if you can, or anybody who's, I don't know, just watch it with somebody, because, especially if they're a family member, especially because I feel like that movie is more enjoyed when it's with a family member. Because I feel like if I'd watched it with my parents without seeing it beforehand, I would have enjoyed it way more than just watching it by myself, but that's just my personal opinion. And they finally said, love your content, OFG, keep it up, thank you. And we have 2 more, so the next one is Angelo. How much money are you willing to spend for Muramasa? Well, if Muramasa ever happens, it would depend on several things. 1, what's his noble phantasm like? 2, what are his skills? 3, what are his ascensions like? You know, I don't know. I want Muramasa. Granted, I would like, because I'm on that meme of like, Muramasa win, right? But at the same time, like, yeah, but would he be a good servant though? Would they better make him good. They better not make him shit, if you know what I mean. Because I think people would be kind of mad if they made him shit, considering how much people kind of do want him to exist as a servant. So I don't know how much money I would spend on him. Just saying. And the final question we have is Zombie Dragon 88, and they ask, since personas from the Persona series are based off mythical, historical, and literature characters, who or what would your persona be? What kind of skills would it have? You know, I have no diggly dang idea. Now, I could tell you what kind of servant I would be in the Fate Grand Order, but I have never given thought to what persona I would have in the Persona universe, because that's such a loaded question. Because if we're talking Persona 5, it really depends on your personality somewhat. Now, other games, yes, but this one's a little bit more when it comes to personality and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, because it's a loaded question, because it's like, I've never really thought, because it would just have to happen to me. I couldn't say what it would be, it just kind of has to happen, but it never will, because that doesn't exist in the real world. But, I don't know, I have no idea, because, now as for like, attacks and stuff, I feel like I'd be a wind user, like Morgana and like other people, but at the same time, I'd also kind of want to be a Frey user, because that'd be kind of cool, but I feel like I lean toward more wind, just saying. But as for the actual persona itself, I have no freaking idea what it would be, because I just, no idea. Alright guys, and that's all the questions I have. So, if you guys want to know more stuff, have more questions, I will answer them if you put them in the comments below. So, with that said, this video is over. Yeah, not really a dab, but kind of a dab. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in whatever Let's Play video I do next is, okay? Bye!